If both are on mobile, so nobody can get recording.
No, it's not like that. In some
Sometimes
cases,
we
like
get,
if
and sometimes we don't get.
yes,
It happens.
if there are the two persons, one is from the Skype and the another is from Team App, and then no one will get the recording.
Okay.
But if you are from the both are from the Skype, then you will, if you start the recording, you both will get the recording. So we will get the recording. It's a good thing.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So, do you find any solution?
No
Uh,
solution.
not.
Just hoping.
Okay, no issues. So, should we start our
Yes.
conversation
Yes. We should
now?
start with the intro, I think.
With introduction again?
Yes. It would be a small intro.
Okay, brief introduction. So, okay. So, okay. Hello, how are
Hello.
you?
I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm also good. Thanks for asking. So, we are meeting second time now. But for
Yes.
our viewers, we should introduce ourselves again and we'll
Right.
introduce now in brief. So,
Yes.
should I go first or will you
Yes,
go?
please. No, you go first.
Yeah, as you know, my name is Smriti Saru. I live in Gurugram. I'm a homemaker as well as a YouTuber running two channels. My first channel is completely dedicated for Sahaj Yoga meditation, and my
Mhm.
second channel aimed at English beginners. As far as my hobbies go, I love working on both of my channels. So, this is me in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.
Great. It's me now. My name is Rajpal. I'm from UP. I complete my master in political science. My hobbies are reading books, diary writing, and practicing yoga. That's all about me.
Okay, it's really nice to know about
Mhm.
you. So,
Yes. Uh, so, do you have any topic?
uh, I don't have any topic. If you have any topic, so you can suggest. Otherwise, then we'll decide.
Uh, yes. I think this is not topic. This is the situation of. I mean, the each and everyone house, not the house. I mean, the generally the kids. I mean, our kids are more inclining towards the Western culture. They actually don't listen to our parents. So let's talk about that. We will do the gossiping about all of these things. How the parents are you can say so hopeless when come to the children, because they actually not paying the attention on their the parents. They just I mean doing watching such a things which are not actually good for them. I mean, investing a lot of the time on the social media side, Instagram, Facebook, Twitters, and so many other, the platforms are there. Even they are not adopting Indian culture. They are wearing the clothes, something like which are not so popular, so fashionable in India. They are totally adopting the Western culture. So let's talk about all of these things.
Sure, sure. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me ask the questions to you. First of
Yeah.
all, give me the reasons why our youth, the modern youth, we are not embracing our Indian culture. Instead of embracing Indian culture, we are adopting European culture, Western culture. Particularly the USA, UK, where and I mean, a lot of the things are there. Even
Yes.
in our society, there is a even now the childrens, the youth, they have from their parents, which is very much prevalent in the Western culture. So what do you think about that?
Yes. In my opinion, actually, we are only at fault first. The reason is we parents never means learned what is our culture. Otherwise, just
Mm,
think like my parents. They told me about all my dharma, my all my god goddesses. They told me lots of stories, and if you ask about me, I also taught each and everything to my both children, and they know about our Hindu dharma, everything. And just because of that, they are knowing all the culture, all the Western culture, but then also they are very much connected with our own culture. So we are
Mm.
actually on fault, and we have to got them admission in English medium school, and that's how there are all the friends are there from English background only, and later if they just read all the syllabus in English, so naturally they were not knowing that how we can read our books like Ramayana and other books that are completely not available in English. So that's how, and then they want to watch all the movies and all the series in English only, because they are more interested in this language. And when if they watch all the series, all the movies in English, so naturally whatever they watch, they will learn that only, that culture only. And if you are just take a look to our Hindi movies also. If we just think they also what they taught, and what type of dresses they uh, their
Yeah.
actors are wearing, so they just think that this is proper, and this is only fashion, so we have to
Mm.
also wear just like that. So we are actually at fault, and especially our Hindi cinema is in a in a very bad source
Uh,
for this.
yes.
Yeah, so this is the
Mm.
reason. And now series and all the other sources are like this only. So whatever
Yes. Got it.
our kids watch, just they learn from there only. So in my opinion, these are the major reasons, and we are on the fingertips. They have all kinds of things, and on their mobile they can watch any kind of things. So just because of that, they are just learning uh, Western culture.
Yes, so ma'am, you are saying that watching the Bollywood movies and not connecting with our roots, particularly not reading, not studying our, religious, the textbooks, the scriptures. That is why they are not connecting to our roots. Yes, it's a very much true that we have such a vibrant, such a great culture. Are the the youth, the youngsters, they are actually not adopting the tradition. Like I have seen a lot of the people from the South India, they actually wear the dhoti and the kurta.
Yes.
But when you come to the but when you come to the northern part of India, I haven't seen the anyone who like
No.
wear all of these things. So we can say that somewhere the South India, they have treasure our culture. And
Mm-hmm.
if you watch their movies, South movies, so you would see that how the Indian culture reflect over their movies. But
Mm-hmm.
if you make the contrast in Bollywood movies, you would see that how they have destroyed our culture in the name
Yeah.
of the freedom of speech, in the name of entertainment. So
Yeah.
so this is something which is very, you can say, very worrying thing, that how the Bollywood has reflected the
Yeah.
negative things about India, and
Mm.
at the same time, when you rightly mentioned about that, when the youth will watch such a movies, so definitely the somewhere we will take something from those movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
So true.
yes, I think that yes,
Mm.
it's an impression of uh, from the Bollywood, and of course not connecting with our roots, particularly the Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Purans. So I mean we have such a uh, grand, I mean the scriptures with which we are not so much connected, which we should have.
Yeah, so true. And earlier
Yes.
my parents used to take us to watch Ram Leela, and he used to tell us that all the kinds of stories, and they used to bring for us Hitopadesh, Panchatantra. We used to read that, and my children also used to reach all these. Like just because influence of their friends, sometimes they also can forget, especially my son. He is younger and my daughter is elder, so she is so mature, but my son is younger, so sometimes he also get in influence in on influence of his friends, but we
Hmm.
somehow able to convince him, and my daughter is there to convince him. So that's how he remains in a good condition, but sometimes we feel that it is not at all that much easy to convince
Yes.
that you have to read our scriptures and watch something related to our culture. It is not easy actually. It is not that much.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Even my case too. When in 2022, when I was in my graduation, that time at the first time I read the Bhagavad Gita, and ever
Okay.
since I have been read Bhagavad Gita around the 6 to 7 times. Whenever I feel any difficulty, I just go to the Bhagavad Gita, and there is every solutions of every problems in under the Bhagavad Gita. And in my family, no one has read the Bhagavad Gita except me and two my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So I was the first member in my whole family. We have around the 50 members in my family. I mean the kids also. So no one
Mm-hmm.
have read the books. It is only I think among the 50 members we are only the the 3% we have read
Mm-hmm.
the Bhagavad Gita. So you can
Yeah.
see that in how our religions we are not connected with our roots, and this is the paradox to see that we as Indians, I mean not all Indians, but huge chunk of the Indians, we are embracing the Western culture, but at the same time, the people from the Western countries they are adopting Indian culture. Look at
Yeah.
the from the Russia, UK, USA, I mean Germany, France. So people are coming to India, they're adopting, our religions, our culture, they are wearing the sari, dhoti. So these things. But we Indians, we are, following that tradition. I mean, living separate from our family members. And, I mean, so many kind the cloth, they are, torn cloth. And so I
Mhm.
don't understand, which kind of fashion is this.
Yeah, you are right. I completely agree with you. But
Yes.
if somebody is not interested, we can't force them. But somehow, after some time, they will definitely understand that what is the value of our culture. Because if foreigners can understand, because after some time they definitely will feel that when they remain in that their influence, so definitely they will be in loss, so then they will come back again, and then
Yes,
they
you are
try,
right.
yeah.
Yes, actually, we as this generation, we have to do something. Otherwise, we can't leave our culture traditions
Mhm.
on our upcoming generation, because upcoming generation is very very serious about the Instagram. They can make the reels on the Instagram. Just only the 5-year kids, 8-year 10, they are making the reels. They actually
Mhm.
not going to school. Like, schools, they are very
Yeah.
much busy in the engaging in the making the reels. So we can't give our the the tradition, the culture to them. That okay, you are now you are a generation, so you can preserve our culture. Actually, they will destroy our culture, which has
Mhm.
been destroyed. I mean, to some extent. So we have to go back to our the roots, whatever roots we have. We have to teach our the kids, that this is our culture. Culture in the sense, yes, we can follow some modern, you can say, the things, the techniques, the fashion, whatever fashion is there, but it doesn't mean that we will forget our roots. Like there was a time, very recent time even. Yes,
Mhm.
in some family it's happened. We used to touch, the feet of our parents, but
Mhm.
nowadays the kids, everyone, have been forgotten touching the
Yeah.
parents, the feet. And so these are, our basics, the basics, the practices which we follow. but these practices are also being, diminished, decreased day by days. So it's so pathetic to see that how our culture, such a vibrant culture, is
Mm,
being made like, totally totally it is in the dismal state.
yes, so true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else would you like to add? How
Uh,
can we protect, how can we stop this generation to not doing all of these things blindly, because somewhere these things have been influenced from the social media, because
mm,
there was a time when there was no like, nothing like the social media, so we were so much happy, we were so much careful, we were so much mindful about our practice, our manners, and respecting to our elders. But we are, we are being forgotten all of these things. We are, I don't know in which kind of the modernizations we are going to.
yeah, so true.
Are you serious about? Do you also think that this is very serious matter?
Yeah, it is. It is really very serious matter. And if you and you asked me that what I want to add, so we can through our social media, through our movies, through series, we can start that just showing that how our culture is great, and we can make good positive movies so that our youngster can understand after watching all these things they can learn.
Yes, please go ahead.
No issues. So I was just telling that after watching these shows they can learn these days, whatever new trend is also there. The youngster wants to watch that shows nowadays, foreigners and other singers,
Hmm.
they are just coming to our country, and they are just started singing, and what I am just forgetting that word, and that shows are
Pop,
so
pop,
popular.
pop,
Yeah,
pop song.
yes, yes, and that shows are so popular, and it's so costly, it's so expensive. But
Hmm.
because all the friends are going to watch these shows, so our kid also want to go there, and we have to give them money, and we can't do anything for that, and they are
Yeah.
just and watching, and then if they watch, so they learn that only. So we have to think so seriously about all these things, and if we make nice and good shows, good movies, so definitely they will come and they want to watch. And we have to make good standard shows for that. Then only, because they are
Yes.
so intelligent actually. Earlier, when when I was young, so we are not that much intelligent. Their mind is so wide and so full of knowledge. So that's why they don't want to watch some idiotic things. They want
Hmm.
what something so perfectly made, that only they want to watch.
Yes, you are actually right. And let me clear up something in the end. Guess what? Right. The South Korea songs, Japanese movies, and
Mhm.
American movies. The so these are the these are the countries. The songs, movies. The shows very much popular in India. Uh,
Mhm.
they are they are being dubbed in Hindi language, and then they are being watched by the people. So much like the so much weird to think that we have such a great culture. Still are the people, sorry, particularly the youngsters. They consider very intelligent, so-called intelligent. So they are diving into these all of these things. This is so pathetic to see that how we can trust on all of these people, because if they are learning, they are watching these movies, so somewhere they will adopt some of the points of the particular shows, movies, so which will be not so healthy for I mean the new generations, those generation which will come. So I think it's very important for us as a responsible citizen of this great country to meet our the kids with our culture, our tradition, what kind of practices we follow, so that our culture also can be treasured.
Yeah, very
Okay.
true. Yeah,
Yes.
and it
It's
was
a
really very nice conversation. I learned a lot.
me too. I
Definitely,
also
yes,
learn a lot of.
and definitely
Bye.
we'll connect again. Okay, have
Okay.
a good day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.